Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcats offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Power football with the run.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Auburn Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him in? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team, is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Rides to back and leaves it. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start now to see if they can answer on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphreys. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Going to the ground. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Wide receiver comes in motion. Tries to get it on the ground. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Gets it out fast. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close. And to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Caught behind the line. It's Westbrook. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. This is now a 7-point game. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've already put up a couple of scores, and now they have it again up 10-3. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line. It's Milner. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's long. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, looking for the completion. The quick out. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bearcats! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun. Give on the inside. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Finds his tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. The inside handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Tigers are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can...
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Westbrook. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it in the middle. It's long.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Off the play fake on first down. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Miranda. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Miranda. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. "57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights." That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Converts on 4th down, still going. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Connection to the right. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Snap in the shotgun. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. Five-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Auburn offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Gonna run it. It's Avery. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Avery. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Bearcats! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the... Oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Grabs it inside the 15. They just barely saved themselves from giving up a score on the final play of the 3rd period, and will carry that one into the 4th. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Making side adjustments here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Got room at the 35. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Offense set on first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Auburn going to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat. Positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw on third. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Grabs it in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Racing down the left side. He's at the and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Let's go! Let's go! Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The give as they work on that clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Oh, he missed it. No good. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's long. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And the coaching staff has got to...
Lots of room to run. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll give it to the back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people